Testing, testing, testing.
This is Anisha, also known as Locs in the City, and today we are gathered here for a very special occasion, my 5-year lock update and also anniversary. Now we are just a couple of weeks after my actual date, but listen, close enough. Progress has been made because if you've looked back at any of my other videos, I generally only get around to these 6 months after my actual date. So for example, my last one was 4.5 years locked, and we are getting better at doing this on time. And you may be thinking it's only been 6 months since my last update video, but a lot has changed and I have a lot to discuss and a lot to get into. One being is my hair looks very different to me, and it's had a lot of changes since then. And one of those reasons is because now I am the mother of a beautiful baby boy, and I'm 4.5 months postpartum, and that has brought along some changes with it. So I'm going to take off this bonnet, give you guys a 360 of my hair, and during this I think I'm also going to throw up some videos and pictures on screen of what my hair used to look like in the beginning stages and last year all the way up till now. Okay, so that's my hair for right now. Y'all let me know in the comments if you can see a difference from 4.5 months ago up till now. I can definitely see a difference, and to let you guys know, I haven't done a trim since that video. I am going to be doing one very soon, probably in the next week or so. So this is just the growth since that point. So let's jump into my regular maintenance routine, which if you've watched my last videos, they're really basic. Now, my routines are still kind of basic, but I've had to change some things because, y'all, I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey to waistline. Yes, so I want my locks to be right down here, middle of my back, not bodyline, waistline. So to my actual waist, which you can't see, but it's right here. That's where I want my locks to be. I'm not that far, okay, maybe I am, but I don't feel like I'm that far. And to get there, I'm going to have to be very diligent and make sure that I have a routine that I'm sticking to that helps to promote moisture and length so that I'm not losing my hair, my length, as I'm growing it out, if that makes sense. So I don't think I've had that many problems before in the past with breakage and things like that, but I just want to be proactive. So for my general wash routine, it's practically the same as it was. So I'm just going to run through that. I am still using Dr. Bronner's Nizoral, and sometimes it's another soap that I use in place of Dr. Bronner's that is a little bit cheaper. I will throw it up on screen here so that you guys can see. And it's all going to be linked in my bio. Every single product and every single thing that I show, I'm going to make sure I link it below so that you can do your due diligence and check it out to see if it might be a good fit for you. So I still do that. Now, on wash days, I am still using oils, but
I've included a couple of other items, so let me show you guys.
So we'll start with my Old Faithful, the Rosemary Mint Scalp and Hair Strengthening Oil from Mael. When I get out the shower, I basically put that on my scalp and just kind of rub it in my hands and go down the length of my hands, go down the length of my hair and kind of focus on the ends with it. And this one I've stuck beside Now, I feel like I always get somebody in the comments that's like, watch out for the MIL and, all that stuff. And yes, I know that there has been stories and headlines and things of that sort. And to that, I have to say, you got to do your due diligence. You really have to look into those things and see if, one, if there has been a big issue, if there actually is an issue, and two, has it been blown out of proportion, and three, is this a product that's going to work for you? Because even if there were like controversial things that had gone on with MyL, I think last year, you still need to be looking into products to make sure that it's a good fit for you. I have not had any issues. I think I've been using this product for about 3 years now, using my own money to pay and buy for this. I haven't had issues. So that's just for me. And I've heard people say they change formula. I read up on some things that the formula hasn't been changed that much, but again, you go do your research. That's all, and I'm gonna leave that one right there. The next product that I have been using is newer, but I've been using it for maybe the last 2 or 3 months, last couple of months. I'm gonna say 2 months at this point, and I've really liked it. I've really, really liked it, and I'm actually excited to share this one with you guys. So this is Ziggly's Elixir. The brand is called Sisterlocks. It is a leave-in conditioner elixir formulated for locks. And it is Black woman owned in the US. I think it's based in maybe New York. I believe it's based in New York. But you guys, look at this. Isn't it so pretty? I mean, one, the bottle is like made of glass. But it's very luxurious. It is basically made to not create buildup in your hair and to keep your hair moisturized, like lock in the moisture. So it's lightweight. It doesn't gunk up in your locks. It doesn't create like patchy, white patches of buildup. I hate that. And it helps my hair to feel like, springy moisturized. So I just do a light spray of this throughout my locks, just like that, but I go all over after I get out the shower and after I get done washing my hair. Now, you can use it as much as you want, like throughout the week. Me, I'm still not there with using like a spray every single day for my hair. Like even when I just took off my bonnet right now, like I don't use a spray anymore every day. I feel like every day is kind of different when it comes to weather and lifestyle. So I use this as needed, but it has been something that I've incorporated into my routine. But yeah, definitely check this out. It will be linked below, and it smells amazing, okay? So it has like apple stem, cell extract, silk amino acids. Well, I can't even read. Just check this out. And lastly, what I would say, what I'm incorporated into my routine that I didn't have before is castor oil, which is gonna bring me into like the next portion of this chit chat. I am only putting that around my edges and by my temples, and I'm doing that after I wash my hair, and I'm just massaging that into my scalp. So the castor oil that I use, I can't pronounce the brand, but this is what it looks like. Again, it will be linked below. I'm not sure. It's just 100% organic cold pressed castor oil. So I'm sure you can get any type of castor oil that you choose, but this is the one that I use. And yeah. Let's go into the next portion, which is gonna be postpartum shedding. Now, I did ask this question like on my Instagram before making this video, like what questions do you guys have? And that was the number one thing that came up, the number one topic. Like people had so many questions about, are you experiencing postpartum shedding? How are you dealing with postpartum shedding? And I want you to talk about postpartum shedding. So let's talk about it, okay? This is a safe space, as I've said before. And you may have seen me like briefly talk about this in my last video where I was reviving my locks and my scalp. And I got to that point because I wasn't caring for myself properly. I think with being postpartum, I have had to adjust a lot in my life. And yeah, I just wasn't taking care of myself. So my scalp was not doing that great. And during that time, time period, like during the process of filming that video, I realized that like I had some shedding going on and I actually had to clip some of my locks. This is trigger warning, I guess. Like, I don't want anybody to freak out, but I am going to show you the spots that I'm having shedding in and the locks that I've had to cut out. And since that video, I've actually had to clip out more, and I am saving them so that my loctician can, you know, hopefully reinstall them when the hair grows back out. And it just happens. There's nothing I don't think that I really could have done about it since it is hormonal. I did continue taking my prenatal vitamins, and I have continued taking them throughout. I'm going back to making sure that I'm trying to drink my water again as properly as I was before. I'm trying to eat more, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm consistently doing these routines that I'm talking to you about right now to help my hair, to help my scalp, and my overall health. So yeah, I will show you guys right now what my postpartum looks like, and I will try not to get too caught up on it. So there it is. It's the temple areas that got hit so hard for me. And I probably, like, my hairline generally was started about right here. I'll show some clips from before, but yeah. That's side A. Let's go to side B. So far, I have had to clip out 7 locks. Mind you, I haven't lost a single lock this entire time, so it's been a little hard. Like, I was okay with the shedding until I realized, like, I was gonna have to take some locks out, and instead of waiting to do it, like, at my next appointment and having my loctician do it, I think it was better that I did it. I cut my hair myself, but these are my locks that I've lost so far. I can basically make this like a clip-in extension, funny enough. And it's all of my small locks. So, backstory, I have Sisterlocks, and they were installed in 2020. And when my loctician installed them, they were in small, medium, large at the crown, as far as Sisterlock sizes go. So it's just been all of my really tiny, small locks around the edges, which is the thinnest part of my hair. Somebody's waking up, y'all. I gotta go grab somebody. I'll be right back. Hey, it's okay. Short intermission. Baby boy is not having it today. No, he didn't like that. Okay. So during this commercial break, this is the perfect time to ask one favor of you. If you don't mind, as a viewer, it really helps my page if you can like, comment, or subscribe as far as engagement. But one thing that could help me like so much, if you have any topics or things that you would like for me to cover, leave it in the comment section below, because I actually do want to know what you're interested in hearing. And sometimes I tend not to talk about things or not to share things because I literally just don't know if anybody's going to be interested. So, yeah. Thank you for coming to my commercial. Okay, so back to postpartum shedding. How do I feel about it? Not great, not amazing. I don't think anybody would feel that great after... Like, my hair is very important to me. And I'm very proud of my hair, you know, in all forms that I've had it in before, and with locks, I've been the proudest. And to see it kind of like thin out and there's nothing I can do about it, like it's not in my control, I don't feel great. But I think a few things have helped me with postpartum shedding mentally. And one is like, before getting pregnant and in the early stages also, like I did so much research. So I was very aware. I was very aware that that was something that could happen, and I prepared myself mentally for it to happen. If you are privileged enough to, one, like have women in your life that can help you and tell you about things in advance, then take advantage of that. or even better, if they are your family members, if your mom or your grandma, like, I think we should be having so much more conversation around things as far as like family traits and stuff that's passed down, characteristics. Now, it may not have that much to do with postpartum shedding specifically, but yeah, I mean, I think if someone in my life had said like, hey, I went through this when I was pregnant, somebody that I was related to, then I wouldn't have had to research it on my own. And I probably would have known about it sooner rather than in adulthood. So the good thing is I knew about it before I got pregnant, and I knew it was a possibility. The other thing that is helping me a lot mentally is that my hair is thick enough to cover it in the areas that it, showed. So since it's mostly in my temple areas, and that's another reason why I think it looks so severe, my hair is thicker or thick enough to drape over it on both sides. Not so much just like because I have it parted down the side, but you can see this is only maybe 2 rows right here. And then when I put it over, it's not as bad. So I can cover it up with different styles. I can do like a half up, half down as long as I'm doing it low enough. I can do a low bun. Now, I can't really put it like directly straight back. Like I can't pull it this, but to be honest, I wasn't wearing my hair like that anyways. So yeah, it's fine. So that's helping me. I only get a little worked up over it sometimes when I see it and I see how severe it looks. And then I remind myself like, it's just because the areas are right next to thick areas. So it looks very drastic between the two. And I remind myself it's here, it's going to grow back. And you knew this was a possibility. So that's where we're at, and that's why I am using the castor oil around my edges and in my temple areas just to help that hair grow back, and also with the health things that I'm doing in my life so I can promote healthy hair growth. Hopefully, in my next video a year from now when I do another update, I'll have edges again and I'll have lock in my temple areas. But for now, I'm just not in that season of life. And that's okay. That's what I'm doing for postpartum shedding. If you guys have any tips, tricks, or things that you want to share about your own postpartum shedding journey, share it in the comments below, because it's not only going to help me, but it's going to help other people who may be experiencing the same, or maybe are going to become mothers and have locks. Like, let's just go ahead and get that conversation going. Peace. So let's get into what my hair care accessories are, or I guess I wouldn't even call them accessory hair care. Yeah, it's hair care accessories. So as you saw, let me get them out. I'm excited to show some of these off. I will go ahead and tell you, like, I can't necessarily like give you a link to these quite yet because the brand hasn't launched. Like, these are brand new. You get the exclusive. And the brand hasn't launched, but I can give you a link to sign up to be notified when it is available. And if you're like one of the people that signs up early before it does launch, which is supposed to be this summer 2025, then you can get like a percentage off, like you can get a discount. So make sure that you do sign up at the link below, and I'll make sure I'll label it something that's like, I don't know. I will throw it up on screen here once I do create a label for it. But first we have like the satin bonnet that I was wearing earlier. This has been one of my go-tos recently. It is thick, double lined. So we got a reversible bonnet here. Y'all know I like a reversible bonnet. And I think I like this adjustment more than some of my last bonnets. I just think it's easier to use. So you just hold this area, press the little button, pull it down, and I'm not left with as much at the end. So it's stretchy and it fits me very nicely, doesn't give me any headaches. And for this one in particular, it's just a beautiful color. Like, okay, my favorite color is green, but this is a beautiful, beautiful color. Like, look at this quality. And even the reversible side, I tend to only like one side of a bonnet, sometimes even when I do buy the reversible, but this one is one that I find myself switching back and forth because I even like other sides. It's like a champagne type of color, but I just think it looks so nice against my skin. What I like about this bonnet is that it fits all of my lock. It's not tight. And I still have space. Like, I got hang time and I have space for my locks to grow. And last year I mentioned that I'm not really using scarves to sleep in right now. And that's because like I want to protect my ends and keep the moisture in them and keep them away from lint. So I am strictly sleeping with bonnets on at night just to make sure everything is wrapped up in a nice little package. So this is one of my favorite bonnets. And I will show you my next favorite bonnet. Same company that has not launched yet, but you can have early access and be notified and have discounts as long as you sign up below to be notified. That's it. This is another one. It's kind of like in this, I wouldn't even call it, I don't know what color to call this. Mauve? It's pink. It's in the pink range. And then we have almost like a champagne pale pink on the other side. I like both colors of this one too. Same adjustable strap area. So those are my bonnets. Now, other accessories that I'm using that I've almost been exclusively using the past year, 6 months. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go back. Jumbo scrunchies. Jumbo scrunchies. Jumbo scrunchies. I love me a good jumbo scrunchie. And it's because, like, I think it doesn't, like, and it's not hard to put into my hair or take out of my hair because obviously now I have a baby and sometimes he likes to pull on my hair and I have to, like, make sure I pull my hair out of my face, or I may only have, like, one hand available if I want to take it out, like, say I'm holding on to him. So this just slides right out as opposed to like a little hair tie or hair bow. And that's why I've really gotten into like scrunchies, specifically satin scrunchies, but I like other scrunchies too. Like, this goes in, I could just do that. Scrunchies on, okay? So if I need to take it off, scrunchies off. And that's why I really like them. These are also from the same company that has not launched yet, but I just love these colors. We have like this navy blue, this green, once again, my favorite color, and another pink. And they easily fit all of my hair because they are extra large jumbo scrunchies, which is another perfect thing for thick hair, thick locks in general. Let's touch on color because it's something I have to cover every single year. And this year is actually a little bit different because I haven't colored my hair. I've only colored my hair once within the last year because I was pregnant before, so I limited my coloring. And now that I have been experiencing issues with like shedding and a little bit of scalp issues, like until I get that back to where it needs to be, which we're almost there. I think I am going to be coloring my hair like either this week or next week, but I needed to do some work before I introduced color again. But as you can see, like, yes, my hair looks a lot darker because I have not colored it in a very long time, and we're grown out. So I think like right here, like I have a lot of new growth to recolor. I will be filming that video, so if you want to check that out, it will be up soon. Just be on the lookout, so make sure that you're subscribed so you can be notified when it comes out. But the brand is Dark and Lovely in Sunkissed Brown. I will have that linked below for anybody that's interested in the current color that I have right now and the color that I've had like my entire lock journey. So I have not changed anything about that. I only use what comes in the box and I really only color my roots. I try not to go over recolored hair unless like I feel like I need to cover up a little bit of lint that may happen in the back. But I think I've only done that like one time. As far as lint goes, you kind of probably heard me mentioning it earlier. I just try to protect my hair from lint. I try to prevent it instead of getting it out later, because I don't feel like you can really get most lint out, after it's kind of lodged itself in there, or you can you could potentially mess up your lock. So my advice, this is my personal opinion, don't pick out the lint in your locks. Just be mindful of the things that you're wearing, the materials that you're wearing. Keep your hair up at night and try to prevent lint as much as possible. So I actually think that's it. I'm proud of myself for making it through this video, because it's taken me it's been quite a journey to film today. But I didn't want to put it off anymore, and I'm really trying to be better about doing the things that I said I'm going to do, and this is one of them. I've been trying really hard to, be on a timeline. So with this update, I'm proud of myself, even if I am a couple weeks late with getting it out and filming it. Thank you for being here, and if you're subscribed, thank you for subscribing to my channel. It really helps. This is Locs in the City. If you have any questions, comments, or if you would like to see something, then let me know. I may get a little bit adventurous with styling this year, so I need some style ideas. I have a couple in mind, but I would love to hear more, because I think I need to step out. Maybe it's time for me to stunt a little bit. But yeah, this is Locs in the City. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.